Welcome and good morning from bright and sunny Mumbai. Right now we're at Supercar Club Garage and we're attending the Raymond's Auto Fest. This is basically a celebration of Raymond's 100th year anniversary. We've got a lot of supercars, superbikes and a lot of cool stuff inside, and I can't wait to get in. So let's head inside quickly. As we all know, Mr. Singhania is a huge fan of everything on four wheels. And honestly, I think this is a very good initiative from him, because it's a very good way of growing the culture in India. And one of the perks that we have is that we've gotten the VIP pass. So we can enter the areas where the cars are parked, probably speak to some of the owners. And at least from all the stories that we've seen that some of our friends have also parked their nice supercars inside. So hopefully we get to meet them and have a quick chat. Currently in zone 4, and I was just going through the entire layout on the map, and there are apparently 13 zones. I mean, you've got zones for like vintage cars, modern classic cars, supercars, super bikes, and we initially entered through the garage, like the Supercar Club Garage, and we saw a lot of cool stuff. The moment we entered, we saw the 1000 horsepower M5, and my dear videographer almost wet his pants after looking at that. And we just slowly made our way to zone 4, if I'm not wrong. And on my left, we've got an insane JDM collection. This all belongs to Joey Postel. And you've got an R33 GTR, which was a GTT before and now has been converted to a GTR. You've got a Supra, you've got the Nissan 300 ZX, and you've got a Miata MR2s, and all in absolutely mint condition. And that is exactly what we love to see. Behind me is also a big piece of Indian cricketing history and automotive history. So this is the Audi 100 that was presented to Mr. Ravi Shastri for winning the Champion of Champions award at the 1985 Benson and Hedges tournament that was held in Australia. And he had scored, I think, 182 runs or something. And this was the same car that had done an entire lap of the filled Melbourne cricket ground. And this car has also been restored by Mr. Gautam Singhania at Supercar Club Garage. This entire line you see behind me is just full of W123s, W124s, and a lot of modern classic Mercedes-Benz. And this is probably the best and the biggest collection, and like the biggest number of W124s and 123s I've ever seen in my life. And every single car has been kept in such pristine condition. And I just want to give like a huge shout out or like a hats off to all the owners, because I know how big of a task it is maintaining these cars, especially in our country. There is one wolf in sheep's clothing, and it's that car right there. If you look at everything around, everything's either stock or has the AMG hammer kit, but right down there you can see the big fat KSM intercooler, and if I'm not wrong, that car has a 2JZ in it, and that is wild. Funny story about that Mercedes right there. 3 days ago when we were back home, I was actually dropping Dhaval to one of our clients' place for a shoot, and we saw this exact car, and at that moment we were just like, what is this car? It looks very different and it looks like something we've never seen ever, and it's just a very weird, quirky design. Do let us know in the comments if you know as to what particular model of the Mercedes that is, because I'm not very well versed with my Mercedes, I'm sorry. We have officially gotten inside to one of the exhibition areas, and as you can see around me, I'm surrounded by all sorts of cars everywhere. I mean, right behind us is, I think, I don't know, Fiat 118. You've got two MG midgets here, you've got F80s, E46s, E30s, a Saab convertible right there, a Z4, a bagged Honda Civic that we've seen a bunch of time and it looks very, very sick. I'm very surprised to see that Saab convertible. I've honestly never seen a Saab in my life, and that looks very exciting. But out of all of this, the holy grail for me is the Yas Marina Blue F80 M3. I mean, it's always been a dream, And I know for a fact that Soham also can relate to this because we fangirl pretty hard over those cars. We've finally entered the supercar zone, and I mean, as you can see, the ground is huge, and you've got a lot of cars on display over here. You've got so many Ferraris and Lambos. Then there's an entire section full of Porsches and a bunch of BMWs here and there. And we're really excited to see as to what all we'll be seeing right now over here. Apart from all the cars that belong to like a lot of owners, a lot of other people have also put up their stalls here. You've got a stall from Mercedes, you've got a stall from Rolls-Royce, you've got a stall from Lotus, you've got a stall from BYD, and I think you've got a bunch of more stuff ahead. But like, we're very excited to see as to what's going to be going on. And in between, I can also see that there's like a space where all of Gautam Singhania's drift cars are also there, and I can see from the skid marks that they've been doing some drifting stuff over here. We're inside the arena where all the supercars are parked, all thanks to this VIP pass. And as you can see, the line is endless. You can see by starting off with the Ferrari California, then you've got the only one in the country, the 430 Scuderia, then you've got a 488 GTB, an F8 Tributo, two 488 Pistas, one 458 Speciale, another F8 Tributo, and the list goes on and on. So I'll just let Dhaval cut to the B-roll. As you can see that just beginning from the SVJ, you've just got a huge line of Lambos parked. Most of them are Huracans, but at the end of it is the last of the lot. It's the Aventador Ultimate. After we were done checking out the tasty Ferraris and Lamborghinis, we also quickly checked out the vintage cars, super bikes and some Harleys. But what really caught my eye was this Batmobile and the company it was sitting in. But we had to head back to the supercar arena as the bulls had started firing up, and we really did not want to miss hearing the Aventador Ultimate. The sun is setting around us. We've had a lot more people come in ever since the evening time has begun, and we've also seen a lot of insane rev battles from the exotic side of the cars. But now we've come down to the side which has a lot of, I would say, attainable cars for us. You've got things like the F-Type, you've got M3s, M2s, M6s, and just a whole bunch of Porsches. So I don't really want to waste your time. Let's just go down the entire strip and have a look at the cars. This in front of me is an E84 Z4. I have never ever seen one in my life. They're super duper rare, and pretty exciting stuff, I won't lie. And I honestly do not think I would ever see one until today. In between all the dust and the chaos and the rev battles and every single thing over here, the one car that I completely missed was the twin turbo R8, because now it's completely wrapped. It's on a very different shade altogether, pushing well over 1,000 horsepower, built gearbox, and just two fat ass turbos, doing 9.1, 9.2 times consistently, and honestly one of the best builds I've seen lately, apart from the GTR, of course. This is my favorite bit of the arena because If you look behind me, you've got Porsches. If I look in front, I've got Porsches. And honestly, this is like dreamland for me. I mean, starting off from the front, you've got the 992 GT3 RS, followed by a 911 Carrera 4, another 911 Carrera, then you've got the 992 GT3 Touring right in front of me. Looks superb in black, and the spec on this one is amazing. Then this is a 997 Carrera. It looks a lot like the Sport Classic, but everything's been done at Racetech, and honestly, it looks like a very, very clean build. Again, followed by another 911 Turbo, another Carrera. Then I think that is a convert of sorts. I'm not really sure. This is what I've heard. Then after that, you've got kaun sa hai iska hai wo? I know for a fact that that's a 997 Turbo, but I'm pretty sure it's running a kit. A lot of people have said that it's pushing out 1000 horsepower. Some people have said it's been pushing out 900. I'm not very sure as to what it is. If you guys know, please comment down below. It's been a really long, tiring day, but nonetheless, it's been a very fun one. We got to see a lot of great cars, a lot of unicorns also, if you would like to call it. We met a lot of great people along the way as well, and it was honestly just a really, really fun day. I know I really enjoyed. I know Dhaval definitely enjoyed because he saw 2 M5s and not just one. And honestly, I think this is it for this video. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and I really hope that we've been able to put out the message really well to you guys as well. So thank you so much for watching. I will not see you in the next one, but I'm pretty sure Bhavneet or Soham will. So take care.